And we are live. Man, it's been long since I did live streams. I mean, in 2019, I did lots of live streams. It always felt normal. But right now, it's been a while since I did live streams and it just feels so different. Anyway, let me check who's online and let me know where you're watching me from and if my audio and video is clear. Let me just check online. Hi Sherry, how you doing? Happy New Year, Jaber. How are you doing? Okay, I see we have 921 people on. How's everybody doing? And where are you watching or joining me from? Wait, why is it not playing on this end? Is it live? Is my audio clear? Oh, Nazmi, hi, how are you doing? Anointed Prayers, how are you doing? Asmil from Turkey, that guy from Texas, how are you doing? Lady, how are you doing? Thank you so much all for joining the live stream. Let's just give it 2 minutes to allow more people to join us. And in the meantime, yeah, you can let me know where you're joining me from. Askari, how you doing? Watching from South Africa, Johannesburg. How's Johannesburg? Yes, as usual, the best character behavior that we always do here as you're joining, the first thing that you should always do is to hit the like button. We miss you in Zimbabwe. Give me a house in Zimbabwe. Just give me a house in Zimbabwe. I'll be there all through. I wish I could be there too. I like it there. We can hear you, Cleveland, Ohio. John, how you doing? Johannesburg, from down under. John Odipo, how are you doing? Habari. Keep your happy New Year, man. It's been long. I mean, it's as if I'm starting my year today, and today is like mid-month. What's the date today? 16th. Wow. What? This is moving so fast. I can't believe it. It's 16th. I've just been feeling like I'm still in 2021 for a while right now. So I'm like, okay, now it's time to get into 2022 and plan for this year and, start on some new adventures, more content and all that. I can't believe it's 16th. Like the first month of the year is gone. Like half of it is gone already. I can't believe it. That's so fast. Salute, hi from the UK. All right. Nazmi, so glad to see you. Double D, yeah, I'm so happy I'm finally in 2022. I just got to 2022 today, personally. Like, I just feel like I'm just starting my year today. I just feel like I'm starting my year today. It's been a whole lot of crazy. I mean, 2021 was just a whole lot of crazy. A lot of things happened. And it was just, I don't know. It was just one of those years. And now I came back to Kenya and I just felt like it was time for me to finally rest, reflect, and, I don't know how to put it, but yeah, so finally I kind of feel like, yeah, it's time for me to start my year, time for me to start my 2022. Hey, from South Africa, how you doing, Gladys? Watching from Nigeria. Tautona from Bloemfontein, African. Yeah. Yeah, so how's everybody doing? So we're gonna have lots of plans this year. So I came back to Kenya in December 22nd and I've been here. So I've been here almost a month and I just don't even know what I've been doing. Probably just resting. I was sick a little bit for a while. I wasn't able to do anything, but right now I'm good, energetic, and ready to start the year. So I would love to just catch up with you and I would love to know what kind of content are you expecting to see from me in 2022. What would you love to see this year? Which countries would you love to visit? So unfortunately, one of the biggest challenge right now is every country there's just very strict regulations in terms of traveling. That kind of holding me. Like I'm trying to check which country is open. Some countries have quarantine. Some countries, all that. Like that's too much for me. I cannot go to anywhere where I'm going to quarantine first because that's gonna waste a lot of time. Because if I imagine you get into a country and the first 2 weeks or the first 10 days you're going into quarantine, so that's really hard. And I'm thinking of just going to new countries that I haven't been to yet. So I would love to know anyone who's watching me here, especially in Africa. The other countries I'll visit later. uh Take care of yourself first. I'm okay now. Do you still have the Kenyan sister channel? Yes, I still have that channel. I'm still figuring out because it's really hard traveling, creating, posting here, and trying to post on the other channel. It's a whole lot of work posting on both channels. So I don't know why that channel is still there. Just subscribe. When I'll start posting content there, once I figure out the best way to manage both channels, then I'll keep posting. But that channel is still there, very active. Hey, events of African blood. Happy New Year. Watching from Kitengela. Asante sana Karaoke Mogo. So I would love to know if you're watching me, which country you are from, or which country are you certain that is open right now. I've been cracking my head the past couple of days just trying to figure out which countries are open, which ones are not, what are the COVID regulations. So getting that news, some countries, especially the ones that they don't even speak English, when you check on their social media platforms, you don't get the information because they've written in a language that you really are not able to understand. Hope to meet up with you this year if I'll still be around. I'm around briefly. Once I step out this year, I don't know when I'll be back. Once I start traveling this year, the only thing that will bring me back is maybe visas and maybe unavoidable whatever. But yeah. Is Jamaica open? Go to Jamaica. Is Jamaica open? Share with me. I want to know those countries that are open and the regulations because I've been cracking my head and it's too much. Sierra Leone trip for 2023. Maybe this year I should actually finish what I started last year. Last year I did the whole. My goal was to finish all the West African countries, but I didn't. Maybe I will finish them. I don't know. Representing USA, I'll be in South Africa in a few weeks. Hey, Will John, you'll definitely have a great time. If you want to call in, if you want to share, if you know your country is open, New Year wishes, because for me, the year is starting right now. I know lots of you started the year from 2 weeks ago. Yes, Jamaica is open as far as I know, and I don't live there. What do they require? Like, what are the requirements? Countries might be open, but the requirements, maybe I might not be able to fulfill all the requirements as of now. Still tough to travel, Tigress. It's very hard. To be honest, it's very hard. Apart from in the past, we would only complain about visas and all that, but right now, apart from just having to deal with the visa issues, we also have to deal with the COVID regulations, the quarantine. Some countries it's open, but you find like you have to book with a tour company to take you around and all that. And that's not the kind of thing I like. So that makes it really hard. Hi, African Tigress. Happy to see you in 2022. Hope we're going to meet and have nice content from you. Also, I'm missed you in deck. Hope you'll be back in Cape Town this year. Bongani, I will try. I don't know where this year will lead me. But once I have left Kenya this year, I'll be gone for a while. I plan to go to Barbados. Australia is opened already. You're invited. What are the requirements? What are the entry requirements? But Australia is far. It's very far. It's very far. COVID testing no less than 72 hours. Okay. I see. Yeah, kindly subscribe. And just out of curiosity, which of my content, which of my videos did you love most? In which was your favorite videos? Because I believe everyone here, I don't know who's new here. If you're new, you just found this live stream and you subscribed, I would love to know as well. But in case you've been on my channel, which was your favorite video? Which one was your favorite video of all the videos? I did lots of videos, probably 200, I think so. I think I did about 200 videos last year. So let me know which one of the videos I did was your favorite, or what kind of content you'd love to see again. So actually, let me also drop a link just in case you wanna call in live, but you can still comment and let me know which of my videos you loved. Of the videos I did last year, which one was your favorite? Let me pin this. Okay, you see the Nairobi video, then the rest. I would love, okay, as you're sharing and letting me know which one was your favorite, I would also love to know what made that particular video that you enjoyed. What about it that you loved about the video? Sorry, not less. Okay, Angela, I see. If you're coming to America, as you have, you must have a job if you are not US citizen. Okay. I love the one at Victoria Falls. The one for the falls, the one for Victoria Falls, I did a couple of videos. Is it the one for the falls? Is it the hidden gems? Is it the falls themselves? Is it the bungee jumping one? I liked the videos on the South Africa road trip. All right. Mampuya's Kikongo lessons. You love the Harare tour. Okay. I enjoyed everything about your videos. Did you watch all the 200 plus of them, Kelly's Corner? I'd love to see content from Seychelles. Who knows? I might go there for my birthday this year. My birthday is in February, actually. So start sending the presents early. You can start sending. We have less than 6 weeks, six or 7 weeks to my birthday. 4 plus 2. 6 weeks. It's about 6. It's about 6 weeks to my birthday. So start sending the gifts early. Oh, you love the bungee jumping video. Okay. What was the road trip video you did? The name of it. I saw half the video, you and your 2 friends. Oh, the ones I did there. The road trip is actually Cape Town to Lesotho. It's very popular. When you're in South Africa, especially in Cape Town, you'll always hear people will ask you, have you done the garden route? Have you done the garden route? So what we did was actually the garden route, and then we went off the garden route because you can proceed to it to the end, to I think Port Elizabeth. I don't know where exactly it ends, but all through the journey it's very scenic. So it's basically you're driving on some parts of the trip, you're just driving on the last piece of land in Africa, just like there at the bottom of Africa. And yeah, it's very scenic, very well. The roads are amazing. Like the roads on the garden route are amazing. Very no bumps, no work, no potholes, and very beautiful. Lots of activities you can do on the garden route. And yeah, so we did that, and then we proceeded, and then we went into the country now to Lesotho. Our birthday is next week, the 25th. So you want some presents, double D twins. I enjoyed Malawi tour. I'm glad you did. Okay. Make Zim your yearly trip. This is your second home, darling. Do you have a younger sister? My favorite video was somewhere in Zambezi Beach. I guess canoeing. Next time, try whitewater rafting. Actually, I was supposed to do whitewater rafting, but if you check on Mr. Zim's channel, he did whitewater rafting. It needed, people were getting up too early, and I was just so tired. I didn't go for whitewater rafting, but he did it. So maybe next time I will do it, but I was just so tired. I didn't want to do any activity or leave alone getting up, I don't know, at 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning. I just wanted to sleep. Not gonna lie, I think you're now the #1 African YouTuber because you show detailed information about the countries. Good job. Thank you so much, Vince of African Blood. I appreciate. Let's get the likes up to, I don't know, how many likes do you have? We have 67 people watching, and let's see. Honestly, let's see. Don't be a ghost viewer. Don't just watch and, just doesn't cost anything. I don't know. How many likes do you have? I'm not able to see the number of likes here. 42. Okay, so let's keep getting the likes up kindly. Ato, okay, I love your afro. Think it's a lot of work. Maintaining this hair is a lot of work. It is combing, and then it's a lot of work. Malawi video is an eye-opener. It showed much about the development in our country comparatively to our sister country, bearing in mind our Independence Day are very close. Travel with Matt, Tengri. I don't know, Eric Brown. What are you saying? I don't understand what you're saying. I love Zim. Oh, I love Zim too. It's a beautiful country, amazing people, friendly people. I'm about to get a Malawi. What's that? Child. You wanna have a Malawi child? I don't understand. Hey, Rose Chronicles, are you doing? 42 Seychelles. Have you checked on visit? I've been asking about Madagascar since last year. Actually, after Zimbabwe, I wanted to go to Madagascar, but I contacted the Ministry of Tourism or something, and they told me the country was closed. So I checked. There's no clear communication, but I think it's still closed. From the little information I've gathered, I think Madagascar is still closed for international travel, and there's mandatory quarantine when you get there. I would have loved, if it was open, probably it would have even been the first country I visit this year. I've always wanted to visit that country since I was young, since I knew about the penguins of Madagascar. I really wanted to visit, but unfortunately it's closed. And they speak French, I think. So sometimes I don't really get the information they sharing online, because I keep following their official pages to see if the country's been opened or so. But I think so far the country is closed. I enjoyed the Bulawayo one with Claudia, water tour, and the Malawi, especially when the car broke and you took a day to get it right. Oh, thank you so much, Bongani. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. Yeah, Bengesai Muyambo from Victoria Falls. How are you doing? I think you told me you're from Victoria Falls, if I'm not wrong. Sure, African Tigress. Yeah, kindly. Watching from Nairobi. Love your videos. Thank you so much, Richard Nyangao. Me and my bro, we're talking about how creative you are, doing videos about Kenya to other countries. Always in for your content. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I don't know, my comments on this side are frozen. Oh, okay, fine. Thank you so much, Rose Chronicles, for the super chat. I'm truly grateful. The road trip was amazing. Been wondering, you took the plane to Zimbabwe from Lesotho? No. After Lesotho, we took a road trip through Kimberley back to Cape Town and flew from Cape Town to Zimbabwe. Like the whole road trip, we covered over 5,000 kilometers. That was one heck of a road trip. That was one crazy. I've never done a road trip like that. That was intense. Oh God. But the fifth day, I was really tired. So, but I would never, I'm so glad I did it. I'm so proud of myself. And I would never trade that experience for anything else. Whoa. Wow. Especially the return. It took us 2 days to get to Cape Town, because, yeah, we drove to West Victoria West or something, all the way. We could not get accommodation there. I don't know. We stopped somewhere else where we got accommodation. We slept. And then the next day by 3 p.m., we started our journey about 10 a.m. or about that. And then 10 a.m. or if not 11. And then by 3, we were in Cape Town. It was exciting. Malawi. cichlid prawn. Okay, it's a fish. I see. Thank you so much, Dolphin. You're doing amazing work too. I have no preference. I just like your content in general. The videos it's called Germano. A lot of people like that song. Sometimes I stop using it because I feel like, oh god, I'm overusing this music, so let me try something new. The song is called Germano. I get a lot of people asking me about that song, Mali Tuntula. That one. It's, I don't know what, but someone told me it's singing about unity, saying that people cannot progress without unity, because I didn't understand. I just like the beat, but looks like it has good meaning. Yeah, it's a Mandinka song, it's West African song, but it sounds good. A lot of people love it. I get almost every day there's always someone asking. If not in the comments, they'll be on my Facebook, on my Instagram, asking me which song that is. Okay, just give me a second. Or give me a second. I deal with something right now. Shoot. Ugh. Oh. Just a second, I'll be back. I'm late. So I'll send you the money. Okay, cool, thank you. I'm back. Sorry. Do a road trip from Kenya to South Africa. I really wanna, like, that's my goal. I've set it in my mind. Honestly, if everything works as I would love to, I want to do a road trip. I want to get a vehicle personally, because I think it's easier when you have your own vehicle. Sorry. So I want to get my own vehicle, and that's very expensive. Getting a good off-road vehicle, that's very expensive. You know that. You know, if you're Kenyan, you know cars are very expensive. I was even surprised cars are cheaper, way cheaper in South Africa than Kenya, because I think I was even told sometimes we import cars from South Africa, so cars are pretty expensive in Kenya. So once I'm able to get good enough money, I want to do a road trip covering all the Southern African countries. I don't know how long it will take, or however long it will take. I want to do that. And then from there, I go all the way north to Cape Town, not to Cape Town, to Cairo. If possible, I might go across to Morocco, but now how do you cross Libya? So I always keep looking at the map of Africa and just trying to figure out. I wish it was just easy. I wish we didn't have all these crazy COVID requirements or these visa requirements, because some countries might not just be easy, because you might need to apply for a visa and you don't know what day you'll get into that country. But at least I can approximate. In the Southern African countries, I think we need visa only in South Africa and Angola. Yeah, next time I'm back in Zim, I'm going straight to the Eastern Highlands. Trust me. We love you here in Rwanda. I need to revisit Rwanda. You know, the first countries I went to, I like specifically for content, because I'd been like the first videos on my channel are in Egypt, and I had not gone specifically for content. I had other things that I was doing, so creating content was just part of it. So the first countries I visited after that was actually specifically for content was Rwanda and Burundi. And I don't feel like, at that time I didn't know much about creating, so I don't feel I look at the videos, I'm happy, I'm glad, I admire my courage and audacity and everything I did. I admire it, because I look at it, I'm like, wow, because right now I know better, I know how to create better. So I feel like I really need to redo some countries. At that time my camera wasn't like really the best. I didn't have a stabilizer. The videos were not like, they were kind of shaky, but I'm just so glad to everybody who was still watching and enjoying my videos despite them not being all that. Probably maybe 5 or 2-3 years down the line, and I'll also be looking at the videos I'm doing currently right now. I'll feel like, I could have done better. Anyway, we live and we learn, you know. Okay. Oh, we have a new member. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Velma. I appreciate. Yeah, feel free to join my YouTube membership. And yeah, I truly appreciate everyone who supports my channel. It means a lot. Let me start. Let me see other. What's the meaning of the Tuntula song? I don't know. Someone who speaks Mandinka should help us translate. But I was told it's about unity. I don't know everything about it. It's like things cannot work if you guys are not united. Something like that. Do you believe in vision boards? I've never created a vision board, a New Year vision board. Okay, probably I do create it in my mind, but now I'm a nomad. Where am I going to stick the vision board? Like, okay, because I know most people create it and then they put it somewhere, maybe in their room or somewhere where when they get up every day, you're able to see it. But I'm a nomad. I don't have like a permanent address. Today I could be here, tomorrow I'll be somewhere else, and the next day I'll be somewhere else. So I really don't create because of that. Oh, thank you so much, Vince of African Blood. Thank you so much for joining my YouTube membership. I'm truly, truly, truly grateful. You enjoyed the Blantyre tour with Yao Bantu, particularly about you testing the goat's meat at Mandambuzi place. Oh yeah, that was amazing. He was amazing. He was amazing. He showed me. We made. I think there's even videos I really never managed to edit. Because sometimes you make content and you're like, is this good enough? Have I made it good enough? You notice errors and then you're like, let me not upload it. EKKI Media, Mambo. I do a road trip from, okay, sorry. That's your theme song. Your accents remind me of my ex-girlfriend, Kikuyu tribe in Kenya. I love you. Thank you so much, Uzoma. Okay. Hello, beautiful. Hi, Isaac. Good to see you too. It's been a while. Phil is coming to South Africa. Yeah, I think I saw they organizing a trip with the Real South Africa or something like that. My best video was the big jump. It was hilarious. I want to do it. I'm going to do bungee jumping again. I have to deal with that fear. I'm going to do like if I go to Vic Falls again, I'm going to jump and I'm not going to scream. I will jump and I will not scream. I have to conquer that fear. Yeah. If I scream again, that's one now. Hi, African Tigress. How are you going to visit the? I actually was checking. I also checked today. Was checking flights to Luanda, Angola. Flights from Kenya to Luanda are pretty expensive. Flights from here to Luanda, they're pretty expensive. I actually tried checking that. I was like, okay, maybe I should go to Angola. Let me check. Flights are pretty expensive. So I'm like, okay, the best thing is when I'll visit any of the Southern African countries and then I fly from one Southern African country to there. It would be cheaper. Oh, Vince of Africa, blah. Go, girl. Like your nose. You like my nose? What's this? Or what do you mean? Oh, thank you so much, Ahmad McGill. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks to everybody who's joined the membership. The L's in the memory journey. This L's is a memory of your journey as a content creator. What do you mean? The L's losses or what? Would you consider traveling outside Africa like Marwa? Definitely. Like I will. Just that I really don't know. It's gonna be a risk, to be honest. Okay. You know, one interesting thing is a lot of people feel like traveling to Africa is dangerous, they're afraid and all that. To be honest, on the other hand, for me, I'm afraid of going outside Africa. It's quite interesting when people tell me they're afraid of visiting Africa. Like, Africans are the friendliest people ever. Like, and the fact that I know it's not easy that you'll find maybe someone pull a gun. The fact that here in Africa, if you watch my videos in West Africa, you would see sometimes we'll just go to someone's compound and just say, oh, could you do, would you help? Oh, would you get us some mangoes or something? And just someone offers you that. So like, but outside Africa, I feel like, I don't know if I'll be as free. Maybe once I do it, I've been outside Africa, but I wasn't a content creator. But once maybe I do it, once I step out of Africa, maybe I will know what it feels like. I will know if it's actually safe. I will know if I actually feel free as I feel in Africa, because I feel so safe in Africa. I've never felt like, even despite the challenges and all that, the fact is I know at the end of the day I'm gonna be alive. Like I might face challenges, I might face maybe corruption sometimes and all that, but that doesn't necessarily or directly endanger my safety. So I don't know about outside Africa, but I'll try. Maybe you guys should give me tips. How does it, because I know some of you stay outside Africa, how is it like traveling? Is it like you just stick to the road and mind your business and you don't talk to the people, or how do you guys do it? A quick one. Have you ever dreamt of owning a television channel specifically on tourism? I can't wait one day watching your channel, DSTV and other TV channel. You can do it. You're a Zim fan. It's gonna come. I believe someday. That will happen. My best video is the one of a date in the bush. I just love your content. It's too hard. Like that was interesting. Those like Guinea-Bissau in West Africa, like I had amazing memories in Guinea-Bissau. Like, oh god, it was interesting because it was just different, unexpected, and we didn't have like Wi-Fi connection all through. We were actually relying on mobile data, and it's not like there's a monthly package. I think it was limited. So there's one that you can buy like 1 hour unlimited. Good thing is it's very fast. So what I would do is once I've finished editing and all that, I buy 1 hour. I buy 1 hour of unlimited internet, or 3 hours. On Sunday, we would get it for about, if I convert, it's like $8 for about 12 hours or 24 hours unlimited. So on Sunday, that's when I would ensure I've uploaded and scheduled my videos ahead. So it was really challenging, but I had amazing time in Guinea-Bissau. The problem with Africa travel is not, this is right. The problem with Africa travel is not physical danger, but mainly immigration problems between countries and corruption compared to travel outside Africa. Yeah, that's the biggest. And the good thing is that does not kill me. That does not kill me. So that's what really I'm like, okay, it's okay. I can deal with immigration problems. I'm alive. Yeah, like I'm alive. It's okay. I can deal with those challenges. So that's why I'm not scared of Africa. And sometimes you get to meet amazing people. So at the immigration. So I live in Houston, Texas, and I'm getting PTSD because of all the violence here. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Vince of African blood. So sorry about that. My most thrilling one is the one in the middle of nowhere in some ritual that was going on. What? That was interesting. Like, I hope everyone here has really watched. Last year I had a lot of amazing content, and I just want to get it better to better levels this year. So I hope you watched that one. I remember that was quite interesting. If you watched the video where we were just wandering in the bush. I don't even know. We were just walking. We were like, okay, what's happening here? There's a path here in this bush. Let's see what's happening here. And then we walk into some place where there was some ritual happening. And how do you, okay. I don't speak Portuguese. They speak Portuguese and Creole. I don't speak any of that. So we had to find an excuse and pretend like we were looking for someone so that we can turn back. So I was not speaking. I cannot speak any of that. But Mansa was speaking a little bit Creole. He knows how to ask where is so and so. Like, they're broken language and you're learning a language. So he managed to ask for someone. The guy we had met at the ones who had, like, I don't know, the round hats by the beach. So we asked for, and then they were like, oh, it's not here. We were like, oh, okay, thank you. And then we turned back. That was crazy. Oh, God. Oh, thank you so much, Kaden. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm truly grateful. Hi, girl. I would like to see how traveling inside Lesotho was, because we never saw that journey. We last saw you at the Lesotho border. But I get to you then with love. Unfortunately, actually, we never got into Lesotho, but Should I make a video explaining what? Should I make a video explaining what happened, or should I just let it go? Let it slide? Like, it's just a lot, and I was like, okay, now let's go back to Cape Town. Then we went back to Cape Town. We didn't get into Lesotho, unfortunately. So, you should do road trips with Mansa again. It was adventurous. I don't know if he's really up to it, especially. I would love to finish the remaining countries because the goal was to finish all the West African countries. But I'm not so sure if he's up to it because right now I think he's kind of really loved and settled and stays in Guinea-Bissau. So I'm not so sure if he's really open, and he has his life and stuff going on there. So I'm not really sure if he's really open to going to other countries with me. So it's hard to tell. Are you always somehow scared of visiting a country for the first time? Honestly, I've never, funny thing is, out here, I even meet people, they're like, when I tell them I'm traveling alone, people are like, really? Are you not like scared of what? Like, okay, maybe I'm in their country and they're telling me, oh, you're not afraid? Like, what should I be afraid of? Should I be afraid of you? Like, I don't know. I think once you do like 1-2 countries on your own, you kind of get used to it. I'm never afraid. I'm never afraid of. I don't know what I should be afraid of when traveling, especially in Africa. Like I said, Africans are the most friendliest people. Even when you cannot speak a language, you understand, like they can understand you. Africans are the friendliest people ever. So I've really never been afraid traveling Africa at all. Like, I know someone will help when I'm stuck, so that's why I always have to do it on my own, because I know unless I understand what would you be afraid of when traveling in Africa? I don't know. JC, how you doing? Never wait on people. Yeah, Lonnie, that's right. That's why I prefer to just go. Like, if I want to go somewhere, I go, because a lot of times when you wait on people, you'll never end up going, because you don't know, everybody has plans. It's easy to travel solo so it's hard traveling as a group or as a team, because sometimes, okay, like you see, when we were in South Africa, when I did the road trip and just faced some little frustrations and I couldn't get into Lesotho, I just turned back and went to Cape Town. Good thing the people I was with were understanding. But sometimes you could be in a country and maybe you're getting frustrated, or maybe for some reason you want to travel out, but it might not be possible when you're traveling with people, because you guys maybe planned together, you need to do this at this time, you need to do this. But when I'm alone, I can just pay the fine for changing my flight. I'll just pay the fine and leave immediately. So that makes my work very easy. So yeah, it's easy to do solo travel. Tell us about your first time flying away from home. How did you feel? Actually, my first time flying away from home was to New York. I wasn't a YouTuber at that time. I was super excited. And I mean, when you're in school, because I was still a student, you always see movies. You see New York, you see California, you see all these developed or first or Western countries, and you're always like, yeah, wow, I can't wait. Oh, it's beautiful. You're trying to compare and you're like, oh, it's beautiful. Oh, wow, look at it. Oh, this place looks like what you see in the movies. Oh, it looks clean. Oh, I want to go there. So my first time flying was actually to New York, and I flew with Emirates. 5 hours to Dubai and 14 hours to New York. It was very tiring. By the time I was getting, I honestly, I didn't even know how to open, the table, the table, the table where they serve you food. I didn't even know how to open it. I didn't even know how to use the screen for entertainment. I didn't know anything. thank goodness at that time, my flight from Kenya to Dubai, I was seated with this Kenyan guy. He was a medical student in Turkey, and he was on his way back to school. So I told him, by the way, for me, this is my first time flying, so I don't know how to use these things. How do I set the music? How do I set these? Like how the earphones, where do I plug them? So I asked him for everything, and he was kind enough. He showed me everything, showed me, oh, this is how you open your table, this is how you do this and all that. It was great. We had great conversation. We chatted all the way to Dubai. And then at Dubai, he helped me find my terminal for my connecting flight. And then he was going to Turkey. And then after that, it was Dubai to New York, which was the longest flight one way, like nonstop. That's the longest nonstop flight I've ever had, 14 hours to New York. And I would sleep, wake up, sleep, eat, wake up, and we were not arriving. Like, it was very hard. It was very long. And my biggest challenge, actually, the first problem I faced that morning was I had mushroom. They served us mushroom for breakfast, and I didn't even know. I didn't like which. I don't know. I just reacted immediately. I tasted the food. I had goosebumps all over my body, and that was the last meal I had. Actually, I just beat it, and my body had goosebumps all over, and I stopped eating. So I was very hungry. I was just surviving on water. On that flight, I met this Zambian lady who was also, I don't know, going to New York to see the friends or something. So we were chatting, but most often I spent the time. She told me I should ask if there's a, when we were boarding, she told me if I should ask if there's a free seat so I can be able to sleep. So I asked, when I got in, I boarded, I asked the cabin crew and told me there are some free seats. So I took the whole row and I slept, and it was amazing. Cool. So thank you so much, O'Shea Duke Jackson. My hair looks like yours. O'Shea, do you have hair? Okay, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate. Let me check more comments here. Do you research a country before? Yeah, especially right now you have to. Especially, mostly I always check on the everything else I can deal with. So right now, most of the things I search when going to visit a country, most of the time I only search for COVID requirements, entry requirements, do I need visa and all that, and of course the flight. I always try. Okay, I always research, but I always try to. I feel like sometimes if I do research and watch other videos, when I get there, it might limit my creativity. So sometimes I prefer to just go create. And once I've created enough, then I can be able to now watch other videos and check if there's anything I can do. Or maybe if it's something interesting that I might also want to do, then that's when I do watch other videos. Thank you so much, Wed. I do appreciate. I grew up in New York, just outside a small town called Mount Vernon, New York. All right. First flight from Kenya was very exciting, but the next 12 hours to US, very tiring. Your experience seems to be the same. Nice hair. I can't believe this. Watching your worlds, watching AFCON game, Algeria, local time. You are very good storyteller and entertainer. Thank you so much, Peli. I appreciate. How do you deal with the currency exchange? I work in Uganda now a few months, and it's my biggest challenge. I wonder how you do it over and over again in new countries you visit. I don't know. I just change the currency. I don't change all my currency at once. So I change. Okay, my accommodation, I normally pay online. You find I've paid for my accommodation online, maybe through PayPal. Then now the only thing I would need is currency to use. So I would approximate how much I need for a week, and then I exchange that. So I think I've mastered, like once I know and I've known the exchange rate, so I know how to calculate it in my head. It just comes automatically. Okay, so you're telling me it's 3,000 Ugandan shillings. I already know that's about 100 Kenyan shillings or so. So mostly I convert it either to USD. Like once I've converted, I'll convert the money back to USD in my mind, or convert it to Kenyan shillings so I can know how much I'm paying for anything. Oh, Thank you, Sherry. It's not a problem, my sister. You can speak Portuguese also when you travel in Angola. I don't. I wish I could speak. I've actually realized I wish I could speak two more languages. If I could speak at least French very well for most countries, and maybe Portuguese or Spanish. I think if you can speak English, French, and then Portuguese or Spanish, I feel like you can travel to most countries in the world without a problem. I watch a lot of people who travel all over the world, and sometimes I just admire those people who are able to switch. They're able to switch. 1 minute they're speaking Spanish, next minute they're speaking English, they're speaking Portuguese, they're speaking Dutch, they're speaking. I'm like, wow, I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. The Gambia to Guinea-Bissau vlogs are my favorite. Oh, that was like the beginning of the year. Was like the last parts of 2021, to be honest, were really very challenging for me, but the beginning part of 2021 was very exciting. Like, I was having maximum fun. I was just like living free. It was easy, it was fun, no stress. I wasn't even stressing about, I wasn't even worried about it. Like, I was like, yeah. It's actually after that time when I actually sold my stuff, and I was like, no, it's time for me to travel the world. So I sold everything, and I'm like, okay, now it's time for me to travel. Now, coming back to Kenya, like right now, coming back to Kenya, it's really hard, especially now being in Nairobi. I don't have a car here. Now, as someone who's grown up, or not grown up, like the last times I was in Nairobi, I always had my car. It was very easy for me to move up and down any moment, anywhere. Now, right now, it's really hard for me to move. Sometimes I'm like, if I don't have anything to do, I'd rather stay indoors. But then, even if I wanted to create in Nairobi, I just feel like I'm struggling. I feel like it's hard to survive in Nairobi without a car, especially for me. I would want to carry my laptop. I would want to carry my equipment. I would love to carry as I'm stepping out to film. But now it's hard to rely on Uber to carry all that. I prefer like having that comfort of my car, the safety, and everything that comes with just having your comfort. Like, you're living from your doorstep, you're going to do your errands, and you're gonna have everything with you. If you wanna have change of clothes, change of shoes, or change of whatever, you're gonna have it, and then you're coming back to your doorstep. Now, right now, I feel like I'm struggling. That's how I'm like, okay, now if I stay here, I'm not going to be creative. I need to step out. Like, it's easier for me to, for some reason, it's easier for me to manage that in outside Kenya. Like in other countries, I can still manage those challenges and all that. Because right now in Kenya, in Nairobi, we have a lot of YouTubers. There's a lot of people creating. So I'm like, if I have to create, I have to create something very different, something very unique and all that. So, and I cannot be able, some places are far. I don't need to have a car or something. So I'm like, okay, time for me to leave Nairobi now. Thanks to everybody who supported. I appreciate. Talk to Ayamara directly. Oh, art. No, I wasn't even talking about Amara right now. There's a lady I watch who speaks that. She's doing overland on a motorbike. I think right now she's in Colombia. She's been in Yukad. I don't know. I don't know. Other countries hard to spell. Just sounds something cado, avocado, something Yukado. Yeah, that country. So she's in Colombia right now. I just like how she manages to switch languages. She speaks I don't know how many languages. So Spanish is great when visiting Latin American countries. I would love to visit those countries. I want to go to Colombia, Ecuador, Mexico, like those countries, El Salvador, those Latin America. I would love to visit later on and just see, once I'm done visiting these countries I'm doing in Africa, I would want to check out our countries. So I hope, I don't know, I don't have time to take language classes, so I don't know how to best learn the languages. Is Pocoloko? What's Pocoloko? I don't know what that is. I love how you speak in different language when starting a video from, of course, when you go to a country, I noticed a lot of times it's very important to learn the basics. So when I go to a country, sometimes if you're not, even when you're taking a cab, you just greet the person in the local language and they won't know, they will start speaking to you in their language, or maybe they even tend to believe you from the country or something. So they don't, if they were planning to overcharge, they'll think you're a local or something. So yeah, speaking a language, learning greetings, basic things, asking for a glass of water, help me with a glass of water, or where is this place, like asking for direction is very important. So yeah, I always try my best. Hey, African Tigress, greetings from Canada. Is Canada in your travel list? Those countries that need visas and all that and long processes, I just feel it's too much work, like the visas, and it makes it hard for us Africans to travel to those countries that need visas. So I don't know. Maybe later on, once I've done the ones that really don't frustrate me, because I don't like to be frustrated, because when I'm frustrated, I'm at my worst. I'm at my worst and frustrated. So I always try to choose countries that are not frustrating me. Visit the Caribbean, most are English speaking. Yeah, those ones I'll definitely do. Maybe this year I might visit one of the Caribbean countries. Hey, feel free, if you want to call in, share, ask a question, feel free to call in. I can't believe I've been speaking for 51 minutes. How? I'm not a very talkative person. I don't talk a lot unless I'm making videos or shooting videos, and even sometimes I run out of words. So me speaking for 51 minutes, that's a lot. I don't speak that much often. Oh, if you wanna, this is a personal question, but are you investing in anything in Africa? Oh yes, especially in Kenya. So I sometimes I don't know. Okay, how do I put it? Okay, yeah, I'm investing. Let me just say yes, I'm investing in something, in some stuff in Africa and in Kenya, and I'm so happy because about YouTube, it's great. But then you thinking about it, if YouTube, okay, last year YouTube introduced taxes. For instance, last year YouTube introduced taxes for African creators, and it's a lot. Can you believe? We pay 30% taxes to the US government from last year, June. So if you made $100, okay, YouTube normally has a percentage they take. That's okay because it's their model of business. So YouTube always has a percentage they take, which is normal because, of course, they cannot give you 100% of the money that you've made because they also need to sustain the platform and, give us all this. But then apart from that, the US government taxes us 30%. Like, if you made $100, you're only gonna get seven after YouTube has taken theirs. Okay, if you get $100, even on Super Chat, you receive about 70 because YouTube takes about 31 or 32%. And then out of that, US will also tax 30% of that. So at the end of the day, you're only remaining with only like half of that. So when you're asking about investing, you never know. Maybe YouTube is taxing. Our African governments would still want us to pay taxes. So at the end of the day, if you're gonna put, YouTube might still bring lots of measures and such, So if YouTube goes down, as creators, you should also ensure that you don't go down. So that's why it's very important that you have to think about investing in other streams of revenue, such that at the end of the day, you'll not end up being that person or that YouTuber who traveled across the world, who had all the experiences, who made all the money, and then at the end of the day, you're coming back and you're very broke and you don't have anything. You don't have a home. You don't even have a slice of land. You don't have anything. So yeah, you always have to think about that. Okay, we have someone who's joined us. Hi, Fungai. Hello. Okay, they left. Thanks to everyone who's given a thumbs up. Yes, I made it here. Blessing Sunday evening. Happy New Year. Happy 2022 Moses. Actually, before I leave Kenya, what kind of videos would you love to see from Kenya? Just out of curiosity. I know there's a lot of content. I think anyone looking for content from Kenya, there's a lot. But what content would you love to see from my perspective, maybe? Because right now I think there's thousands of creators every day. There's new YouTubers in Kenya. Let me see. YouTube is supposed to pay taxes to the US government from the 30% they take. That's what should happen. Actually thinking about it, King Solomon. That is exactly what I think. That is what YouTube should be doing. That's what they were probably doing in the past until last year, June. So last year, June, they started taxing us African creators because our countries, they said, oh, only if if your country has a treaty with the US, you don't pay. So I know people, some African creators who are maybe residents or whatever of Europe, some European countries, they don't pay the taxes because of that. But the rest of us, we're paying the taxes, and it's just too much. It's just too much. If you made $1,000, you're only receiving 700. But if you made $1,000, you receive 700. Then US taxes that 30% of 700. That's what you remain with. That's probably you remain with 30% of 737. I don't know how much that is, but that is probably 500. That's a lot. Change your home address to your there's a form that you have to show a form of tax to show that you're paying tax to the US government. So even if you change, it's still not possible. Northeastern Kenya and the slums, that's what you'd love to see from Kenya. Show Africa Tigress that you appreciate her content by kindly giving this video a thumbs up. What other cities besides Nairobi is getting developed? My favorite city in Kenya is not Nairobi, by the way. My favorite city in Kenya is not Nairobi. My favorite city in Kenya is Kisumu. So actually, at the moment, I look at Nairobi and Kenyans. Kenyans will have to forgive me for this, but it's very disorganized. Like, there's a lot of buildings that are coming up, a lot of that, which people see it as development, but the problem is there's no planning, like there's no proper planning. That's my biggest problem with Nairobi. I mean, we have a whole CEC in charge of city planning and all that, but you look at it, this building is just looking this way, this one is looking this way. So you'll drive maybe in an estate, get somewhere, you're arriving on a dead end. Like, some people have grabbed the land and built on the roads. Like, why? So yeah, so I love Kisumu. I mean, the problem probably is gonna be the same, especially with devolution. We're gonna face the whole problem because all these smaller cities with devolution, they are growing, but the problem is there's no proper planning. And with no proper planning, as time goes by, it's just gonna be like all sorts of that. So my favorite city is Kisumu because right now the population is less, there's no traffic. The dust has reduced in the city because they've put cabros for most parts of the city, so you don't walk, like there's no dust. Like Nairobi, there's dust in some places. So in Kisumu, most of the places within the city, there's no dust because it's all paved. So yeah. I've not been to Eldoret recently. Mercy. Maybe next time I visit Eldoret, maybe I will get to see. I don't know how Eldoret looks like right now. Nairobi can be overwhelming, plus corruption and planning. Hi, Fungai.
Hi, how are you? African Tigress.
I'm good.
I'm so glad to be here on your live. I just came to say that I enjoy watching your content every time, and I just want to keep great. I'm enjoying everything, and yes, so thank you. I wish you a very prosperous day. May the dear Lord be with you. May He give you blessings upon you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fungai. Where are you watching me from, and where are you from?
Zimbabwe. I'm actually in school, yeah, Zimbabwe.
Oh, you're in Zimbabwe. My tabasa.
Yeah. Okay. Asante sana. Bye bye.
Bye bye. um How do you spend your unplanned and planned day from breakfast to supper? Whom do you meet your daily hassles? Well, that's a nice question, but first let me thank Ahmad for the super chat. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate. That's taxation without representation. Nguvu ya you for YouTube. Thank you so much, Mampuya. Mampuya. When was the last time you're in Nairobi? I'm in Nairobi right now. I'm in Nairobi right now. I was in CBD. I was in CBD yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And a lot of times I've been in Nairobi since for about 1.5 weeks now, I think. How do you spend your planned and unplanned day from breakfast to supper, and how do you meet? First, I don't even have 3 meals a day. I eat only when I'm hungry. So I don't have planned like, oh no, it's breakfast time, gonna have breakfast. I don't know. But I try. I wake up, have maybe some hot water. I start the day maybe something, something like something liquid, probably hot water, coffee, or tea. And I don't really, okay, especially when I'm in Kenya, I really don't do much planning unless there's planned appointment, or maybe I've planned to go film something. That's when I would go. But most of the time, I'll probably be indoors editing and resting. A lot of times when I'm traveling out there, until I come back, that's when I feel like I'm resting. So now that I'm here, sometimes I don't even want to make videos. I just come and rest. Like I don't do anything apart from just editing and sometimes watching my videos and watching other videos, other content creators that I like their content or enjoy their content. I watch that. Rarely do I even watch like Netflix or so, because I love YouTube and I love watching those vlogs because they are less, how can I put it? They're less scripted. Less scripted. Okay, they're scripted, but they're not like movies. I've watched movies since I was a child, so Netflix is just gonna give me that experience when I was a child. But I feel like YouTube, it allows someone to be creative in their own way, because sometimes movies you can kind of predict what they're gonna do, how it's gonna end, and all that. Mm, Uh, I meant on camera what I would like to see in Kenya. I don't understand. Harare or Nairobi, which one is better in terms of infrastructure? Nairobi, to be honest, Nairobi, but in terms of city planning, Harare is better planned. Nairobi has lots of infrastructure and all that. The only problem is just the organization, very disorganized. But Harare is well organized. Like, I mean, everywhere you can at least give someone an address and say, oh, on this street, this drive, house number, this. In Kenya, it's just specific estates. Most middle class estates and the low end estates. There's no. If you're giving someone direction, be it a delivery, will be like, oh, you see that green building? Turn to the left, you'll see somewhere written M-Pesa, and then you go straight. Ignore the right corner. There's a building. There's some iron sheets on a building that's still undergoing construction. Then you turn right and all that. So yeah, in terms of infrastructure, though, the roads we have. Okay, Harare has wider roads, and I think some of the roads are not very well maintained. But if they are maintained, if everything is maintained, I think it would be way better than Nairobi because of the planning. I'm now following you. Thank you so much, Philo. Uh, uh, okay. Uh, how do you handle police arresting situation in Nairobi? I feel like they are less considerate to creators. Honestly, that's also my other challenge in creating in Nairobi. Although I've never personally been arrested, maybe I'm lucky, but I've had stories. Someone was telling me a story of how they got arrested and they were being beaten. They were really beaten. For me, I'm so lucky. I don't know. I really don't know about how people do it, but I've never been arrested. But I've had stories of people getting arrested for filming in Nairobi. I don't know. African boss, Yao Bantu, how are you doing? Happy to see you here. What's my next destination? By the end of the month, I know by the end of this month, I would have, even before the end of today, 16th. maybe this week, then the next week I will probably have traveled, maybe in the next 10 or 12 days, but I haven't decided. So I'm trying to figure out which countries are open and what are the entry requirements, because right now it's really hard. Even Kenya, if you're planning to visit Kenya, for instance, you must be vaccinated and a COVID test, I think 72 hours before departure or earlier or before arrival. I don't know how they calculate that 72 hours, but if you've traveled, you know that. But COVID vaccination, proof of vaccination is very important. You will not even be allowed to board if you don't have proof of vaccination. You will not be allowed to board to Kenya. Out of the country you visited, which one would you live in? I've always answered this question. Zimbabwe or Nigeria, which country is expensive? Good question. In terms of Airbnb, Nigeria has more accommodation, affordable than Zimbabwe. Not so many Airbnbs in Zimbabwe. And I think Nigeria is cheaper, because I feel like Zimbabwe's cost of living is almost same as Kenya or slightly less than Kenya. But I felt like in Nigeria it was way cheaper. And there's lots of food at a cheaper price in Nigeria because everyone is trying to sell. Yeah. You should be asking Kisu. We love you, Tigress from Durban. Thank you. I have not recovered from not meeting you in South Africa. You cancelled coming. Perfect Africa. You know, when you get the visas, actually, what you don't know, when you get, as Kenyans, when you get visas to South Africa, you can only stay a maximum of 30 days. So also at that time, my days are also running out. You cannot extend. You have to step out of the country and get back in. Even I was given 3 months, but then you cannot stay 3 months continuously. You have to go like 30 days, get out, visit another place, then come back in. So maybe next time when I come, I'll probably come straight to Johannesburg. Nairobi population is like a whole of Rwanda and Burundi. That's actually today I was researching and I found out that Nairobi metropolitan is at 9.1 million, 9.1 or 9.45 or something like that. We are so many, like 9.45 million. The Nairobi metropolitan. You know, people who live in Kiambu still consider themselves like they're living in Nairobi. People who live in Rongai, Syokimau, they still consider Thika. They all consider themselves that they're living in Nairobi. So the Nairobi metropolitan has 9.5 or 9.1 million people. Hey, Shamiso, not too late. Thank you, my sister, for standing and telling our stories. Thank you. Long life to you. Thank you so much, Perfect Africa. Thank you to everyone who has joined the stream today. Would you recommend someone from the diaspora to move to Kenya or Zimbabwe? It depends on what you're looking at. I feel like in terms of infrastructure, businesses and all that, we have a lot in Kenya. If you're looking at going to set, I see like there's lots of opportunities for business in Zimbabwe. So if you're looking at going to establish business, it also depends on what business, because also of the numbers, because Nairobi, especially for instance, Nairobi, we have lots of numbers. So Nairobi might be ideal for your clients. So you have to get on actually what you are looking at. Zimbabwe, the population is a bit lesser compared to Kenya, because I think they're like 15, if not 17 million, and we are whole 50 million. So what solution are you looking at? I'll be in Kenya by the end of the month. Mwananchi, you karibu sana nyumbani. Which country has best weather, including Kenya? Weather, it all depends, to be honest. For me, in terms of weather, I will not say, because some people feel like, for me, I find Nairobi to be cold often, apart from like this time of the year. But some people say it's the perfect weather. So for me, my ideal weather is always warm environment. So I enjoy Mombasa and Kisumu, which are pretty hot, and some people would never want the hot environments like that. So in terms of weather, I think it depends on an individual. Lots of people love the weather in Nairobi. A lot of people think this is perfect. I have a friend who loves the weather in Kericho, which is very cold. There's some people who love that. So for me, I prefer hot environment. So it's hard to use. What currency do they use in Zimbabwe? They use US dollars and RTG, which is the Zimbabwean dollar, I think. RTG bond. I don't know if it's with RTGS or something like that. Tigress, thanks for this live. I believe you're neither a magician or what's that? What's that? I don't understand. Interview Kenyans who have moved back home from Western countries, please. I'm looking at doing that. I'll find the best way to do it, maybe online or like I did the returnee series. Maybe I will probably shift that to Kenyans. I actually have some that are lined up. I have some interviews that are lined up. Is it difficult to visit? No, it's not difficult to visit Botswana. Last time when I was in Zim, I would have easily gone there, but they had closed their borders. That was the problem. And from Kenya, flights to Zimbabwe, South Africa, Malawi, Zambia, into Southern African countries. Those are the 4 countries that the flights are affordable. But flying to the neighboring, like flying to South Africa is cheaper than flying to Botswana. You paid like double the amount to fly to Gaborone than you would pay to maybe Cape Town or even Johannesburg. So some of those, probably like flying to Namibia and Botswana is quite expensive to Kenya. So the easiest or the best way sometimes you can do it is maybe visit like Zimbabwe. They'll fly from Zimbabwe into Botswana, or maybe visit like Zambia or South Africa and then connect to Botswana and Namibia. But flying directly from Kenya, those 2 countries, I noticed Angola, Namibia, and Botswana are expensive flying from Kenya. How is YouTube after introducing taxes? Terrible, definitely. Like I talked about it earlier, like it's terrible. Like the taxes, the amount of taxes we're paying to the US government, and yet we're not enjoying the infrastructure that taxes are used to build. We're not enjoying the healthcare services or the roads, but we're still paying taxes to them. Like it's terrible, it's horrible. We have taxes to pay here in Kenya that's supposed to help us as Kenyans. Why are we paying taxes to the US? I've always raised it. Whenever we have these one-on-one meetings with YouTube, I'm always raising it as an issue, like why? Like why? Why do we have to go through that? Why are we getting punished for being Africans? Village life content. Hey, did you face any? Nope. Fungai, none. Have you visited Rwanda? If you saw, what did you think? Rwanda was great. It was beautiful. The first country, like I said, I visited when I started like really creating content as a content creator was Rwanda. It was very beautiful, very kind people, very Rwanda. You have to, one thing I know about Rwanda is you have to watch what you are wearing. No one is gonna do anything. They will just be laughing at you. So you have to wear like long dresses and all that, especially in public and all that. So yeah, very, very conservative. Yeah. My beautiful girl here, I missed. I'm pushing hard too. Thanks for the inspiration. Hey, thank you so much, Veronica. I appreciate. Thank you. Visit Mozambique. I will. Let me learn some few more Portuguese words. Hola, oi, obrigado. I can't remember the rest. I see much road work in Kenya in an election here. Yes, we're gonna have elections in Kenya this year. In August, I think 9th August, we're gonna have elections in Kenya. So I don't know. It's a very heated time. It's a very heated political time right now. Campaigns left, right, center, and all that. So can't wait for us to get over this period and see what this country has to offer, or what we have to offer the country in the new government. Guys, which video African tigress into a ritual being performed? Guinea-Bissau. In Guinea-Bissau, if you search a video, we wandered into a forest. So if you go to my Guinea-Bissau playlist, you'll definitely see it. We need to create our own YouTube. Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Heard that Chinese owns a lot of business in Zimbabwe. Is that true? I didn't see. I don't know. But I didn't see that, to be honest. Like I didn't see. The only place, the first time I went to Longchen Plaza, there's that plaza. It's like a shopping mall, Chinese, but that's the only time I saw like 1 or 2 Chinese. The next time I went, I didn't even see one Chinese person, not even one. So I really don't know. What are the differences and similarities between East, West, and Southern Africa? Similarities, everywhere people are warm. Like African people are just friendly. East, West, South, North. I believe all Africans are warm from my experience. Haven't experienced. I think generally Africans are friendly when you meet them. Even sometimes you see lots of drama and arguments, but sometimes I only just see them on social media. But on the ground, I've only met very friendly people. Uh in terms of food, East and South Africa kind of relate. There's a lot of relation in terms of food in East and South Africa. West Africa is pretty different. Mm, Dressing and all that as well. West Africa, it's common to see a lot of men in nice African outfits, the trousers and all that, which is not very common in East and Southern Africa. Yeah, the dressing, food, language. Most East and Southern African, East and Southern Africa, most countries speak English, with maybe few Portuguese. West Africa, a good number speak English, but they also have a lot of French-speaking countries. Yeah, I enjoyed you and Dio Mango together. You're the best. Thank you so much, Fungai. I appreciate. Give this stream a thumbs up. Yeah, wow, how you've grown. This is how you started in your apartment. This is how it all started. Awesome. Thank you so much. EKI Media. Thank you so much. Yeah, someone says, stop knocking the Chinese. The colonialists gave us nothing but English. Stop watching still watching from Miami, Florida. Thank you so much, Bill. The Chinese are mostly in the rural parts of Zimbabwe. From what I see on YouTube, they kicking locals off their land, mining and paying locals peanuts. I don't know about that, to be honest. In all your visits in Africa, what are your thoughts about the economic and development future of Africa, especially with the youth? Thanks for replying to my 2 questions. I feel like there's a lot of work that the youths need to do. But then looking at it, a lot of times in some countries we might have a couple of youths who might be in leadership. Unfortunately, when the people get to power, they just don't do anything better. They just become like everybody else that's been there before. So it's hard, to be honest. I just feel like, and in some places, I think the society is in a manner that everyone thinks about themselves first. Like, for instance, someone would be cutting down maybe trees that are not supposed to be trees. Yes, there are trees that get cut down for our purposes and replaced and all that, which is all right. But then someone would probably cut down a tree to put a billboard. And they don't think about the future. So there's a good number of youths who like, I've seen it over time. I've seen a number of youths who seemed promising and all that. But when it gets to politics, when they've been promised maybe some political seats or some stuff, they change and everything they stood for changes. So I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know if we can. Yeah. I don't know if we can say we can count on the youth unless they all come together and speak collectively. So I don't know. It's hard. Kenya should collect those taxes and pay the US government. This way it circulates through Kenya first. Hi, African Tigress. Are you watching? I've watched some games. Is Kanindo music still jamming? I don't know this music. I love the music. What's Kanindo music? I don't know that one. Anyway, so we're gonna be ending the stream very soon. In case you have any questions in the next 10 minutes, I shall be ending the stream. So ask your last questions. How about Sunday life in countries you visited? Religion versus party life in Africa. Everywhere it's late. Everywhere on Friday night it's late. Everywhere, depending on the company you're with and where you're going. Everyone Friday night it's late. In terms of religion, I think it depends on the countries. Especially, traveling during this COVID times, it's really hard to tell because most places have closed social gatherings and churches and all that. Even clubs are closed, but in some countries, you'll still find some operating. So it's hard to know. How do you say that? Africa need to be recolonized again. That's not a good thing to say. Like, why? I'm grateful to you for showcasing my country. Your visit changed a lot. Even here, I can see that Zim is of big interest. Zimbo. Hello, Kimberly. How you doing? Last 10 questions, and just now let's finish it on an exciting note. I also want suggestions of countries. Don't just say a country because it's your country. Just say a country that you would love to see through my lens, not because it's your country. And suggest, and my people who watching me from Zimbabwe, don't suggest Zimbabwe. I've been there. I know I will visit again, okay? Because I still have things to do on the Eastern Highlands. So mention the countries that you'd love to see, not because it's your country, especially a country that you've not seen me go to, that you would enjoy to see content from that country. Kindly. Now let's go. I just joined. Happy New Year, Auntie S. How you doing? Good afternoon. How is Canada? You went to Congo. What are the challenges of creating content there? Movement. Biggest challenge was movement. In Congo, movement was the biggest challenge because they don't have like Uber or something like that, even a local version of Uber, because movement was hard. And also the fact that that city has about 14 million or 15 million people, and the transport system is not as elaborate, so it's very big challenge getting around. I remember a time we had to walk for like 1 hour 30 minutes and trying to get a tuk-tuk and all that. It was very tough. Okay. Cameroon, Malawi, not Doom Charles. I've done Malawi. Kindly check on my playlist. You'll see a Malawi playlist. But what's your best days that I can attend your sections? By the way, I'm OG from Zimbabwe. Best days you can attend my sections. You mean the lives? I do them randomly, but I'm trying to be consistent. Do you plan to write a book or publish? Oh yes, I am definitely gonna write a book. You want to go? Okay. Cameroon, Angola, Cameroon, India, Cameroon, Cape Verde, Ethiopia. I've done lots of content from Ethiopia. I've been to Ethiopia, but it's okay. I'll visit. African stories, Liberia. Auntie S, when are you coming to Cape Town? I was in Cape Town like a few weeks ago. Canada, very cold right now. The pandemic is creating havoc. Congo Brazza. Hey, Cameroon seems to be winning. Congo Brazza, Cameroon, Madagascar, Congo Brazza. Okay, Botswana or Namibia. I'm happy to see your success. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. I think I remember you from way back. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate. I'm actually grateful. I'm truly grateful to everyone, to all of you who have subscribed to my channel. I love you guys so much. You just don't know. Like, I never knew. Last year we started the year at about 50,000, and the channel was stuck at 50,000 for the whole of January last year. We didn't even get to 51. We only got to 51 in February. So can you believe, from last year February up to now, we've gained almost 100,000 subscribers in less than 1 year. So I believe very soon we're gonna get to 300. My goal this year is 300. If we can double the number, last year we actually tripled, because if we were 50 and we finished at almost 150,000. So it's possible. Who knows? You guys might surprise me and we might get to 500K by the end of this year. Oh my heart. Oh man, that would be so. I don't even know how Alex. I don't even know how to. That would be amazing. Woo. That would be amazing. May I have your email, please? My email is theafricantigress@gmail.com. If you check all my videos in the description, you can always get it. theafricantigress@gmail.com. Ghana, man, how have I not visited Ghana? But I'll definitely, like, this year, no doubt. No doubt. Like, there's no doubt at all. This year I'm gonna be in Ghana. Expect me in Ghana anytime this year. During your travel across the continent, did many Africans express interest in unifying as one for advancement of security for Africa, or are they just for unification of the regions they reside in? I haven't like really researched so much on that, but anyway, a lot of people believe in unifying as one. I believe from the conversations I have online, because sometimes when you meet with people, the little time you have, maybe they just just showing around or something, and of course they'll talk about the visas and passports. That should be sorted. Lots of people agree on that, like we should have one visa or something, one passport. Cameroon to attend the closing march. Please do Togo. No one seems to be interested in Egypt. I haven't seen any YouTubers. Go to my channel. Then when you go to those, once you click my videos, when you go to those three dots and you check my oldest video, my first videos on this YouTube channel, when I didn't even know how to create. Unfortunately, I deleted some because at that time I didn't know about copyright issues. And I used the most trending, the best music at that time, and I got copyrighted, so I deleted them. I didn't know how to replace them. So if you go to my oldest videos, you'll see videos from Egypt, but I would go create there because at that time I didn't really know how to. Paris, wow, Togo, Somaliland, Cameroon. We will get you there. My first time to travel it. Okay. 4 more minutes. Some people have tried getting in, but I wasn't able to. I think your connection is I think your connection is low. It's my first time to travel it. I don't know. Sorry, may you spell your email? Sorry, I'd like to give it. Okay, the African Tigress at gmail.com. Let me write it. Tigress. Where's the at sign? Oh, it's not working. Shift at gmail.com. That's my email. EKKI Media. Mambo. Hello. EKKI Media. Hello. Okay. Seem we cannot get to hear you. In case you can hear me, let me know. Madagascar, thank you, Murora, for your continued positive vibes. Thank you so much, Sampunga. All right, EKKI Media, we cannot hear you. In case you can hear us, we cannot hear you, unfortunately. And I don't know if you can hear me at all. Hello? Hello? Well, I don't think we are able to have you. In case you can hear me, no, nobody can hear you. Thank you for the email address, Asante. Some countries are closed this time. Winter is going to get worse. It's going to be difficult for you to travel. So sad. Here, lots of countries are closed. So let's hear from Okay, cool. So I think we have 2 minutes to go. I don't know if EK, you can hear me. You've muted your mic. Maybe that's why, but I don't even see you trying to talk. So, hello? Too bad. You say what? Digging into your Afro blowout, some big earring. I've not pierced my ears. I've not pierced my ears. So just saying, keep up the great content you're doing. With you, love, peace, and blessings. Thank you. Someone says looks like he's in space. The what? Hey, Ashby, you have to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm reading on my mute. How are you?
I'm good. What about you?
Uh, I'm somewhere in Africa. I'm in my office somewhere in Africa.
South Africa?
No, somewhere around, somewhere near there.
Anyway, yeah.
So I just wanted to say big up to you and happy 2022. What's the next move?
I don't know. I'm creating content in Kenya for a couple of maybe a week or two or less. Then I
Okay.
would have figured out which countries open. Like lots of countries are not open, so that's the biggest challenge right now. And yeah, go check out his YouTube channel, Ashby. You need to be creating some more.
Yeah,
He's
I
the guy.
haven't been creating a lot of
He's the
material
guy
because
who did the road trip with in South Africa, from South Africa to Cape Town. For those ones who've been asking, this was a very able driver. You did a great job, actually. It was great, by the way. Wow, like I used to ask you how you're not even getting tired, because that was, man, that was hectic. I was getting tired, and I wasn't even the one driving. Oh,
yeah, I can imagine the kilometers there quite a lot. But
I think we covered
it's part of the struggle.
we probably covered
Almost
almost 5,000,
2,000, more than
more than
it was 2.5, I think,
2,000
one way,
one
and then
way.
another one, almost 5. Yeah,
Yeah, almost 5,000, 4,000 or
so more
5,000
like,
kilometers.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But
thank you so much.
there's more to do. Yeah, for sure, no problem.
Someone says Ashby sounds like Stack's shot. He is. He is. He is. He is the same person. All right. Thank you so much, Ashby. I'm gonna wind up the stream.
All
I
right,
don't know
cool.
if you have anything else to say.
No. It's just I just popped up to say big up to everybody on the live, and
All right.
more works are coming. Yeah, man.
All right. All right. Cool. Thank you so much.
All right, cool. All right,
Cool.
bless up.
Okay. EK, I think your internet has issues today, unfortunately. I see you're trying to join us, but it's not possible. I'd like to know your opinion about you going to Cameroon. I would love to. I want to just see. The only problem is just too soon, because when is the last match getting played? So I don't know. Because I would have loved to go there, but if not this time, I'll definitely visit it again and do other Central African countries. All right, so I think because we can't get to connect with EKKI Media, we're gonna end this live stream here. Thank you to everybody who's joined this live stream. I truly appreciate the love, the support, and yeah, excited to connect with everyone in this new coming year. Keep watching my videos. And whenever you're watching the videos, kindly make sure you're subscribing. And after you subscribe, you tap the notification bell. And yeah, that's the easiest and the cheapest way that you can always support me, just by watching, subscribing, and yeah, share it to your WhatsApp status, share it to your Facebook pages, share it to your Instagram stories, tag me when you do. And yeah, let's have a goal. Let's get to maybe 300,000 this year. I'll be truly grateful for that. So thank you so much. And it's past midnight here. It's 25 minutes past midnight, and I want to wish all of you a good night who are in a place. So it's night, morning, day, afternoon, wherever you are across the globe. So thank you so much. Bye bye.